Going to have a little look at Birnie Gaddon Lochs, beside like Newborough, Ladybank's over there, Newborough's down there, Glenrothes is just kind of up the road, and Fife Zoo is just up the road, a few hundred metres up there. So you can actually park camper vans here. I'll just quickly show you the sign. There's 4 spaces, £5 donation box a night. So there's a sign, 2 hours free, all day parking £2, overnight parking £5. And there is 4 spaces. You just see my van over there. I did get moved this morning by the workies that needed access there. But there's the honesty box. But a little tip about putting, if you're overnight parking in a camper van, about putting stuff into an honesty box. I did speak to a guy, I think it was over on Burnt Island, that he'd actually seen people basically like with big long like tweezer things, pulling out money. I think it was like later on, he was parked overnight. It was actually like later on that you actually saw him do it, but he had these big long like tweezer things and he says when he puts in donations now, it's always coins, ever since he's seen the guy do that. The reason he came and spoke to me was because I was actually putting a £5 in the donation box, and I will show you the kind of slit. I'll show you what I mean. So you can kind of see there's quite a big slit. If you were to get tweezers or something like that, it'd need to be probably, I mean, after a weekend, after a weekend, if people are, if like before, if people are paying the £2 and stuff, and you're putting like £5-10 and stuff like that for staying a night or two, it could probably rack up, and it's probably not hard just to get even like just your normal household tweezers and just take a potluck and put it in. But ever since I heard that, I've always put in like coins, so they drop to the bottom. Here's the wee sign of Birnie Gaddon Lochs. It's like an RSPB as well, but it's also managed by Fife Coast and Countryside Trust, which are like really good for like 11 overnight parking. That's why if you park in these places, I mean, a donation of £5, £7, £10 is it's not really that much, especially if there's 2 of you. So like there's a number of walks, complete circuit, both is 1.5 miles, Loch, some Gaddon Loch. So Birnie Loch on the left, Gaddon Loch on the right hand side. There's the road to Auchtermuchty in Newborough and Perth, Cooper to St Andrews. So you see like the ducks, a couple of big geese, waste, car parking charges. It's been replaced by an honesty box. Quite a lot of wildlife around the lochs. Beaver presence. So we're going to take a wee nosy around. Cycle with care, no fishing. Please use on the bridge closed to Gaddon Loch 23rd April to 1st of May. Replacement of bridge. I can't remember, what day is it today? Is it the 23rd? Is it the 22nd or 23rd? It is the 24th. But yeah, actually I've been up here a couple of times in the camper van and had like a really peaceful night. No noise or anything. It does kind of get quite busy during the day, especially at the weekends. A lot of dog walkers, local dog walkers, and people with prams and kids and stuff like that. But at night it generally like calms calms down quite well. And I've never actually been to Fife Zoo, which is just up the road there. But yeah, I don't hear anything from the animals or anything like that. I have no idea what kind of animals they have at Fife Zoo. So that must be Birnie Loch. Is that Birnie Loch? Yeah, Birnie Loch on the left, Gaddon on the right. There seems to be some building here. I mean, I would have loved to take my drone up and get some aerial shots of the the two lochs, but obviously being like a bird sanctuary, it's pretty unadvisable, I'd say. Don't want to disturb them. Yeah, this is going no place. It's quite swampy land. It is the Rotary Club of the How of Fife. Bird flu has been detected in this area. Kind of reminds me of like Loch Orr, which is not too far away from here, but a lot more vegetation and trees. And it's cheaper to park up here at £5 a night. I think that Loch Orr wants, I think it's 13 quid. Yeah, hold on, there's a swan. Swan and some geese. Here looks like a nice little viewpoint. Yeah, you can't actually see when you're walking around. You can't actually see too much of the loch because of a lot of trees and vegetation. It's probably the most open view that I've seen. Well, quite a decent swan over there. No, there. I'd imagine you can't kayak or anything like that here either. There's that Mary and Geordie. Mary and Geordie. Certainly plenty of seating areas. In memory of Dave Jackson, who spent many an hour here. Not really the best of views, to be honest. This looks like a new bridge. Well, I'd probably say we're at the northern end. We're going right round, well, to the top of Birnie Loch. Another bench. Another Gaddon Loch. Oh, what was that? I mean, this is pretty much the most open bit going round the lochs. Slightly elevated. Trying to think if that's... No, that's not East Lomond and West Lomond, is it? Is that East and West Lomond? Not actually sure. I'm sure they're over there. No, it must be East and West Lomond, I think. But yeah, there's some good seating area, quite open. Certainly a better view of the lochs. Oh, there's a sign. Got a sign coming up. I'm sure I'll tell you what that is. No? No. Fishing at this nature reserve is a crime. I thought I was going to tell you what this was. Oh, doesn't seem to be much. So that's a lot. That's a better view, isn't it? Certainly a bit more open. Another little bench overlooking the loch. There's some wildlife in the water. The geese, a couple of geese. I mean, apart from like seeing a couple in the water, there's actually not many, not seen too much wildlife. Just in memory of Robert Bob Chesser. A lot of people seem to have their little cherished place around here. How do I get through? It's just the bridge. Oh look, I'm just parked there. I'm just parked there. I can see my van. Oh, don't tell me you need to walk all the way around. Okay, I did see the sign. But people left the car park to come round. They came this way, I went that way, and I met them away over there. There was a path. Right, well, you know, Fife and Countryside Trust are a really good outfit for like parking overnights and stuff, so I'm not going to start jumping over fences and stuff, but surely there's... I'll take in this last view before I think about what I'm doing. That's quite a nice view. So this is probably the only point in the walk that you could actually see the both lochs, Birnie Loch and just faintly Gaddon Loch. But this is a path that cuts in between them, and I've had to double back because even though I read the sign saying the bridge over Gaddon Loch is under repair, I still went right round to the very end within touching distance of seeing my van. So there you go. I seem to think that I could actually still get right around. See what's down here. bird hide footpath and the display provided by the Rotary Club of the How of Fife. That was like a similar building that. Fife Environmental Trust, Fife Council, 2002. So quite old, 23 years old. Peer through. I'm not going to bother asking for the combination lock. So you actually go right around, do a big circular loop with this car park just there, with the Birnie Gaddon Lochs being operational. You're probably looking about 30 minutes, but it's on a really good wide track. But I couldn't really see that Birnie Gaddon Lochs being operational anytime soon. So I very much doubt if you come here you're able to go and do the full loop, but half a loop is quite good. You could go right around, which I done, and then have to turn all the way back. It's not a long strenuous walk. Yeah, so that'll be that bridge will be non-operational, shall we say, for I think a considerable amount of time, because they are just starting to build it a couple of days ago. So that's me pretty much at the end. This is a nice open view. Couple of duckies. Couple of wee duckies. But unfortunately I've got like a swan in the way coming up. I really don't like swans.
I can't get past it.
Oh. Hopefully it jumps in the water. Hopefully it goes in the water. I don't think they like dogs as well, do they?
No, I think I'll just go the other way round. Just start walking, go that way.
Yeah, probably a good choice. Go on, Mr. Swan, that's that. Out flipping time. Jesus. Oh, don't come back up. Oh, look, stuck in its head in the water. Yeah, Mr. Swan. Yeah, look at its head in the water. Oy. Oh, size of its neck. Mental. I think I've never seen a swan before. Oh. That's where I was stood just 15 minutes ago. And here's the camper van. And that must be the deceased bridge, or the old bridge. There's your camper van bay there. Bay 1. There's one there. I was parked there last night and had to move on. Bay 3. It's all gone a bit quiet now. Just one sign that I want to show you that I probably should have showed you at the start. This little Birnie Loch nature reserve. It says this nature reserve has been created from the restored workings of Kinloch Quarry and has been kindly donated to the people of North East Fife by the family firm of J.S. Baird and Sons in association with Pioneer Aggregates UK Limited. The reserve was officially opened on 7th of June 1991 by Mrs. John Baird. It's here for your enjoyment. The name of the reserve was chosen by Carolyn Crawford of Ladybank Primary School. Can't really make out that thing. Environment Awards 1993, 28 years ago. So there we go. A little walk around Birnie Gaddon Lochs. An overnight stay for £5 plus £2 all day parking. There you go.